Hello and welcome. For Realistic Scenarios, I'm Andrew Hupert, and this is the 3-point presentation guide. And there you see, under the hood, you see the guts of the 3-point presentation style that we favor around here. You'll notice it is very, very flexible, very simple. And this is all, these are the 3 points we care about. So let's look at each one of these in a little bit more detail. The title is, you're going to walk in with a working title, but my advice is redo the title and do it last. Make this the last thing you do. And for our purposes in class, I want you to include the name of the team and all the team members and possibly their emails. I'll let you know about that. And include the deliverable number. So the title should be a separate page. The other thing you do last is the summary. And the summary here, I want this to be like an elevator pitch. I want this to be one phrase or sentence or a couple of sentences that if they only remember one thing about your presentation, and they will, and you want this to be it. And that should set up the real contents. TOC just means table of contents. And here's main idea 1, 2, and 3. But I'm going to give you the really basic default setting for a presentation. You can play with this later on your own, but I want to see 3 points, and point 1 is the takeaway. And this expands on that idea of if they only remember one thing. You're framing the situation, and the situation is usually going to be an opportunity or a problem. And if it's an opportunity, you're going to be framing it in terms of how you are going to make them more money. And if it is a problem, you're going to be framing it in terms of how you are going to solve the problem. Don't just report on problems. The second idea is the bridge. The bridge just connects part 1 to part 3, which is the call to action. The bridge is the background. It is the numbers, the data, the explanation, everything that supports what you said in that takeaway, in main idea 1. You're not going to start with an explanation. You're going to start with a bold, forceful takeaway, and then you're going to explain. If you try to explain and give data and reasons first, you sound, it sounds suspicious. It sounds like you are hiding something. And you're going to end up with the CTA, which is the call to action. And this is where you explain what you want to happen. This is where you tell them, buy now, sign here, invest in this, hire him, hire me. And the final word is just what reinforces the call to action. And you're reframing, you're reinforcing what you want them to do, and now you're saying why that matters to the listener. Okay, thanks very much. I'm going to follow this with a sample presentation.